A brief introduction to the invention of Hugo Cabret. The story I'm about to share with you takes place in 1931 under the roofs of Paris. Here you will meet a boy named Hugo Cabret who once, long ago, discovered a mysterious drawing that changed his life forever. But before you turn the page, I want you to picture yourself sitting in the darkness like the beginning of a movie. On screen, the sun will soon rise, and you will find yourself zooming toward a train station in the middle of the city. You will rush through the doors into a crowded lobby. You will eventually spot a boy amid the crowd, and he will start to move through the train station. Follow him, because this is Hugo Cabret. His head is full of secrets, and he's waiting for his story to begin. So I just want to welcome you to the next unit of the class. We're going to be reading the invention of Hugo Cabret, and that was just the little short preface that you will find at the very beginning of the story. Don't be afraid of the length of the book. It is largely a story told in images, and it also has a lot of white space around the text on a lot of pages. So even though it is a big book physically, it is not a big read, and you'll find that you'll move through it very quickly. I also know many of you have kids, and I hope that you'll sit down with them and share the story with them, because I think they'll really be engaged by it. It's a really unique way of telling a story, and it will connect nicely to the discussion we have also had about how image and word work together. Because it's a novel that really relies on the images to tell the story along the way. So I can't wait to see what you think of it, and I hope you'll enjoy it. It will take us about 3 weeks to talk about the novel. You're free to read ahead, of course. There are some additional readings each week that are lined up for you from our textbook. There are some videos that you will enjoy. And then some discussions, a second blog entry, which will also require you to do some follow-up discussion. But a couple of the weekly discussions don't have any required follow-up. So just be mindful of what the directions tell you to do. And if you've got questions, ask. You also should be working on your first essay, which is due on March 15th. But remember, it is on one of the first 3 books we read. So either Green Eggs and Ham, Where the Wild Things Are, or Happy to be Nappy. And please make sure that you are planning ahead. This is not this is not an essay that you can start on March 14th and hope that you'll get it done by the next day. I'm happy to meet with you to talk about the essay, go through ideas you have, and I've also posted some pages that will help you with the essay. I know a lot of you are English majors, you're comfortable writing an academic essay. If you haven't written one in a while, please ask questions. I've put some pages here that will give you some tips on specifically how to write and research literature-based essays. I encourage you to take advantage of tutoring. You can do that through the Smart Thinking tutoring link in Canvas, or you can go in person to any of our tutoring and academic skills centers. Even if you're not taking a class and you live in Indio, you can still go to our Indio campus and utilize the tutoring services there, for example. And then there are a couple of sample papers from previous classes on very short books, and you can still see that you can really write a good analytical paper on a very short, straightforward children's books. Some of you already have had some great analysis that you might use for an essay. And again, please ask questions. I know sometimes students at this level think they've got it, they don't need to worry about essay writing, they know how to handle it, and then they aren't super successful. So if you've got questions, if you're not sure, please reach out. That's what I'm for. So enjoy our friend Hugo, and I hope you really like this book.